Now finally off to the paint shop to get sprayed. Okay, we just picked up the car from the spray painters. It's all painted and ready to go. And now it's time to start putting the rubber kit in so we can start getting it all together. I've heard good and bad reports about the rubber kits. I got this one, the Better Auto rubber. Hopefully it fits. It was about 400 bucks cheaper than the Rare Spares kits, and the Rare Spares kit had less in it, so I'll give it a go and see what happens. I've got this Better rubber kit for the car, and I'm not sure what they think they're better than, because for the moment it's not looking too good. This is for the little window in the back door. It's miles too small. I rang up the manufacturer and they reckon just put it in hot water and stretch it, and I'm going to give that a go, but I don't know because it looks like it's way too small for me. And these weather strips, this is the Better one. The clips are breaking as I'm trying to put it in, and it's not even fitting that well anyway. I ran to Rare Spares, and believe it or not, their part fit beautifully. It's got good clips. I've got a funny feeling that these are original Holden ones, because they fit so well. Because when you look at the door, these ones went in beautifully. When I had the Better rubber ones in, there was gaps here everywhere. They didn't seal properly, and the clips broke off. So with these strips, Rare Spares wins easily. Putting the rubber in hot water and stretching it, as they said, it almost fits, but not good enough. And now it's starting to split there. So I think I'm just going to get rid of it. And I've got some old doors over there. They've got good rubbers on them, so I might just take those windows out of that and use them. Rare Spares are out of stock on these rubbers, so I can't try their product and see if that works, but I pulled these ones out of an old UC that we have, and they're not good, but they're not real bad, so I'm just going to use these. I've got the door handle rubbers. That one's the original, that one's the aftermarket one. They don't fit as good, but I guess they'll do because you won't be able to see them in there. But for now I'm just going to use these original ones because they seem still okay. I'll use them instead. The boot rubbers seem to go in quite well. And it looks like it gets a good seal when you close it. So I'm happy with that. Here's where I'm up to so far. It's taken ages to get these rubbers in. So far, the door rubbers have fit pretty good. These rubbers I've had to use Rare Spare ones because the Better rubber company ones were not good at all. Boot rubber went in well. Seal's good. No problems there. And I'm just slowly plodding along, getting it all together, but God, it looks tough at the moment. I can't wait to see this car on the road. I forgot all about it, but when we were taking the car apart, this bit broke inside the knob. So I'm going to have to pull apart another UC door. I need to get the rubber for here anyway, and I'll get that and probably any other screws that have gone missing. Just taking a break from putting all the rubbers in, and I was going to put a couple of things back in the engine bay, but all these threads are full of paint. Just got this to clean the threads out a bit, and then I can put the screws back in Beautiful. I've cleaned up the wiper motor. But these rubbers are buggered. They're just gone brittle and not going to work. So I don't know where I'm going to find more of these. But for the minute, I've got this off my other car. I'm just going to take the rubbers off that, and I can get the wiper motor back in. And that's one thing out of the way. Last minute decision, I decided to paint these. I'm just going to make them black because my son wants everything black. Clean them up. Clean this up a bit. And I'm going to try, I don't know if it's going to work good or not, but I'm going to try this instead of setting up the spray gun. These little things. I'm not sure how it sprays, but I'll give it a go and see what happens. That worked quite well. I'm quite happy with this little sprayer. I'll let it tack off a bit. I'll put another light coat on and then I'll put the black on it. Time to do the top coat, and I'm not going to go the extra gloss hardener. I'm just going to go normal hardener to keep the gloss level down. And I'll see how that goes. I sprayed some bolts with this before and it didn't go too well, but I think I didn't thin it out enough because that primer went through beautifully, and I'll see how this goes now.
Earlier, an emotional peer, Malcolm Turnbull, told Parliament the attack is particularly vile.
Because it appears to have been deliberately directed at teenagers. There is no crime more reprehensible than the murder of children.
Some of the celebrities taking to social media in shock, sending their thoughts and prayers to the victims and their families. Federal police claim a South Australian woman they've charged is a member of Islamic State. The 22-year-old Somali migrant and student.
I just touched up a little mist along the edge. Pipe cleaners are beautiful for that because they're nice and soft. And good for any little misses that you need to touch up anywhere.
United Patriots Front leader Blake Hottrell was appearing over alleged offensive behaviour towards Muslims.
That's all done. Pretty happy with all that. And if you get a little miss anywhere, just use the trusty pipe cleaner, you can touch it up. A couple extra bolts and washers. I have to say I'm pretty happy with this. This is probably the best 40 bucks you can ever spend. Good for little touch-ups and bits and pieces. And saves paint too, because you don't have to mix up so much if you're just going to do a little area. And same with thinners for cleaning it. It doesn't take much. So that's good. I'm going to let everything dry and then fit it all tomorrow. I haven't done much over winter because it's been so cold in Melbourne. But we started to put the wiring loom in, and it looks shit with a new engine bay and old wiring. So we're going to get a new loom made, at least for the engine bay part, and I'll use the old one for the rest of the car. And another thing, I picked up 2 sets of HZ 1 tonner brakes, which I'm going to put on my hatch and I'm going to put on my son's LX here. But I'll go into that probably in a month or so. Yeah, so that's about it for now.